Let me start the video with an apology. The title says 10 tips and tricks to improve your Magic Chess gameplay, but I cannot guarantee that the video contains 10 tips. Could be less than 10, could be more than 10. Even if it doesn't match the title, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and let's get started. Hello guys, welcome to another Magic Chess video. Today I will be making a list of 10 tips to use to improve your Magic Chess gameplay. I hope that everyone watching the video, from strangers to Magic Chess to experts, can gain one or two things. Without further ado, let us begin. Using the best settings. There are a few settings that must be put in place to improve your experience in Magic Chess. The most important is the temporary purchase area. It allows you to buy heroes even when your deck is full. However, the heroes left in the TPA are sold at the end of a round. Mastering the use of the TPA can greatly enhance your synergy building. Another setting is auto deploy. Turning off auto deploy is the key to some early game strategies. Well, there's no real recommended option for this setting, just use the one that suits your strategy. Other settings include the display icons to help players who can't tell the heroes by their skins, and the commander avatars, which can help you keep track of the other players' progress. Test out each setting and find out what works best for you. Master your strategy. A strategy in Magic Chess is made up of three main things: the commander skill, the synergy, and the commander level progression. I made a video explaining a few examples of commander level progressions, you can check that out. Other elements of a strategy include positioning and equipment. Before you start a game, have an idea of what synergy you want to use. Pick an appropriate commander skill to complement whatever synergy you want to use as the core, and use a relevant commander level progression. Positioning and equipment are subject to change, especially star cores and crystals. However, did you know that you can control which star cores you get? Check out this video for a full tutorial. When you start every game with a plan in mind, you will know which starting hero to pick, how to work the early game, and the items to look out for, which would help you build your synergy, making the best use of your commander skill and a relevant commander level progression. And by consistently using the strategy and making modifications where possible, you can build your very own unique playstyle and become a master of that strategy. Be flexible. I just mentioned mastering your strategy. Get the synergy and the commander skill and master their combination. However, you will not be able to play that strategy every game because, of course, there are 7 other players competing with you, especially if it is a meta strategy. Another element of flexibility is knowing the meta. Get information about the current meta strategies from streams, YouTube, or other sources, and try to play the best strategies to increase your chances of winning. My channel is a very good source of information about the meta, so if you are not subscribed, make sure you do that right now. So master your strategy, yes, but try to have an idea of other strategies. In every 5 games you play, use your signature strategy 4 times and use a different one for the last game. This way you can expand your arsenal slowly while maintaining mastery over your main. There are 2 ways to achieve this. Number 1, use universal commander skills. My favorite examples of these are Buzz Skill 3 and Kaboom. These skills generate random heroes from different synergies, meaning that you cannot play the same synergy every game. The commander skill and commander level progressions are constant, however. Using different synergies makes it challenging to master, unless you want to be a one-trick ling with Buzz Skill 3. And number 2 is to play basic. This is very simple. Use Harper Skill 1 as your commander skill. Do not pick any hero in selection and let it pick randomly, and build. It sounds very simple, but mastering it is very difficult. This is how I personally play when I'm not trying to rank up or make content. Universal skills or playing basic. I strongly recommend players who want to improve their arsenal to try this. However, I take no responsibilities for the points that may be burnt in the process. Make rational decisions always. This point is very difficult to master. The longer a loss streak, the more desperate a player is to recover. A very good example of this is spending gold refreshing at a suboptimal spawn rate, and it happens to the best of us, even me. It is not easy to watch your HP drop to 15 and remain calm. However, that is the time you need to think most carefully about your decisions. When it is certain you will get knocked out if you lose the next round, then you can go all out refreshing the shop, but until then, try to crawl to the best spawn rate before going all in. Refreshing the shop and getting heroes is the best way to increase the power of your lineup, but it is the most unstable, so think wisely before spending all your gold there. An element of the game that can aid your decision making is constantly scouting the enemy. Know what they are planning, know how to rearrange your team, objectively gauge the strength of your lineup and how it would fare against other commanders. Simulate the rounds. When it is looking very bleak, you can risk going all in with spending gold on short-term buffing by refreshing the shop and looking for your heroes. But as I mentioned before, use this as a last resort only, as crawling back out of a bad economy is very difficult. You can also see how much gold you will gain after each round and use that as a guide for spending gold. Now for some actual mechanical tips. Number 1, when your deck is full, you can use the temporary purchase area. However, the best way to make use of the TPA is to buy the heroes just before the start of the next round. This way you have more time to arrange your deck. Buying heroes just before the start of the next round also helps you manage your interest. For example, you have 21 gold and want to buy a 3 gold hero you don't urgently need. Instead of buying the hero and reducing your interest, wait until just before the start of the next round to buy the hero. This way you can maintain your interest. Master the timing of buying the hero though, especially when using the TPA, as buying the hero too early would result in it getting sold when the TPA clears. Number 2, make sure your deck is neat. I don't think I have to say this because a lot of people don't have this problem, but for those who do, make sure to arrange your deck in such a way that you can keep track of the heroes on the deck. Place the core heroes in one corner and place the less important heroes in the opposite corner. Place copies of a hero together so you can keep track of how many you have. Just make sure the deck is in order so you don't get confused about the heroes you have and the heroes you need. And number 3, master the equipment tab. Switching equipment quickly can be a little challenging, especially in the last seconds of a round. When a hero does not have items, its inventory has plus signs on it. This allows you to put items there. When it has a full set of equipment, a loop arrow is shown on every item. Use this to easily swap items. Or if you feel you can use the tab on the left side of the screen faster, then use it. Just make sure you can swap out equipment on short notice. I hope these few tips of mine will be helpful to as many as possible. If you enjoyed the video and or learned something new, be sure to like the video. If you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comments of any of my videos. I always try my best to reply to questions about gameplay improvement. If you like me or my content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.